Hi folks, here we are at Pioneer Auto. They've been here since 1954. They're having their 70th anniversary. They're doing a car show and a whole special here. So we're going to walk you around the car show, show you what there is. There's going to be a parade too. They're getting a lot of them out and running that have been sitting for 30, 40 years. And we're also going to go around the museum a little bit and show you what's in there. So enjoy the video. Well, we're going to start out front here with some of these show cars. This is a Chevrolet paddy wagon. And there's a rare Diamond T paddy wagon here too. Boy, you won't see very many of those. These are really cool. This one's got the Chicago Police Department on it. You can check out the light that turns on the front here, right on the front. That's called a Mars light right there. Pretty cool. Got a siren on there, ready to take some bad guys to jail there. Got a nice little Ford Roadster here, deluxe Roadster. Take a little walk around this one. This is a really nice car. And we got a real nice Survivor style 37 Ford Coupe here. Notice the old pinstriping and stuff on it. Nice original interior. Got the banjo steering wheel and stuff in there. Just a nice original Survivor. That's a 37. And here's a 37 Terraplane pickup. Hudson Terraplane. This one's all nicely restored. Kind of a dark green color. This one's got great styling. I'll get on the side here. You can check it out down the side. Just a wild looking pickup. Really cool. And here's a Crosley that's been cut down into a like a Surrey top rig for a circus or a carnival, probably. Got a siren on the top there. A little Crosley. Here's a Mercury convertible. You don't see very many of these. We'll get a look on the side here. It's all black. Got black and red interior. Good looking Merc right there. There's the famous green car out front of Pioneer Auto. That's a Nash that's been stretched out, and that was stretched out because a guy that did welding and stuff used that car and put his welder under the front of the hood there. That's why he stretched it all out. Here's a Chevrolet. This one's a big block 396 Super Sport 1965 convertible. There's a Mercury convertible here. As you can see, we're right along the front of the building with all the signage. There's a Ford sedan here. Big LTD sedan. There's a Delta 88 Olds convertible. That one's 1975. We had one of those at one point. Those drive really nice. Good driving car. Here's a Jeep Commando here. And we got a dent side Ford pickup here. Four-wheel drive. All nicely done up, short box. Now we're kind of over on the side of the building here in the west, what they call the west parking lot. Here's a Willys Jeep, owned by a guy in town here. Old flat fender Jeep. Here's another Jeep here. This is an interesting one. This is also owned by a guy in town here, another local guy. Well, here's a Mercury a guy's got from Gregory here. Show you some of the posters. How's it going?
Good.
And some of the pictures of it back in the day. He says this was his first car that he drove. Got a Ford Flathead. Good looking, all original Mercury. Then we got a 65 Mercury Comet. This is a nice looking convertible here, Caliente. See the tags on it there. This is also owned by a guy in town here. He's got that, and he's got this Buick here. Look at the old dealer tag on the back of this one. Right in Scotland, South Dakota. Look at the chrome and stuff. That's the original chrome on there. Just all in nice condition. Really solid car. So this one's 1955. And we got a little Pontiac here. 2006. Little Roadster. Solstice. It's got some information there that it's for sale if you wanna buy it. There's some information on it. You can get a hold of them. There's a Dodge Cummins here. Square body, first gen. Get on the side of it here, you can check it out. Look at this Challenger too, that's nice. Oh, this one's for sale too. You can get a hold of him if you're interested right there. See the phone number there? I don't see the price on it. This is a 13 Dodge. It's got a 5.7 Hemi. It's a Challenger RT. And we got a Camaro there. And we got a Ford Lightning pickup here. We'll check that one out in a second. We got a 57 Chevy here too. We'll check this out. This one's a two-door hardtop. 57 Chevy. And we'll get the Ford Lightning on here. This is owned by a guy in town here too. These are a hopped up pickup right from the factory. There's the engine. This tells a little information on it here. This one's a 94 F-150, but the Lightning Special. From there, we're going to jump over to the other aisle here. And we've got an 06 Mustang here. Looks like this one might be for sale. Right there, 12.5. You can see the information there. And here's a 47 Dodge panel truck. This one is owned by my dad. He's owned it since 1975. So that one's kind of a family friend right there. Been around a long time. Family member, I should say. And here's our little pickup, a 56 F100 patina truck. I'll show you the bicycle we got in the back of it here too. This one's kind of interesting because it's got the, on the door here, the South Dakota Soldiers Home. We got an early Elgin here in the back. I'll show you this. We really like bikes, so we've had a number of them. This is kind of a barn find survivor. I'll get it out and ride it here. We've been riding it around a little bit. Elgin. And this white pickup is a friend of ours, Paul from Montana, and he's bought one out of the museum. He bought a Veely there. And this Chevy pickup he bought from us at Dolloff Antiques in Murdo, South Dakota. If you're into old pickups, you can look us up. We got a lot of different old pickups, and we sell a lot of parts. Mostly we're parting stuff out, but this is another local car here. A guy in town owns it. It's a 1960 El Camino. And we got a Camaro there. There's Parker waiting by our pickup here. So anyway, we'll get into the museum and check it out in there, so stay tuned. Well, we're going to start up in the front room here. Here's a 1962 Messerschmitt. Got all kinds of advertising signs. Just an amazing collection of signs and stuff Dave has accumulated over the years. Here's the 1969 Dodge Charger. That's a TV car, come out of the Dukes of Hazzard TV show. That's one of the ones that was actually used. It's from Hollywood. Look at the nice Hudson sign. Mobile Pegasus. He's got a great collection of signs. Here's an all wooden car here. Tells some information on it here. It took 4.5 years to build. 1,000 board feet of mahogany. 64 pieces of oak. You can pause on there if you want to read some of that. A couple old race cars here. There's one Richard Petty's race car there. We got a 1950 Mercury Coupe. There's a big old Lincoln here. There's a 56 Continental Mark II. There's a Packard. This one's a Caribbean special model. Pretty nice looking car. That one's 1953. We've got a Buick Woody wagon here. 1952. That's got the, I sold Dave that actually. That's a swamp cooler. You put ice or cold water in there and it blows air through it and goes in your window to air condition it. I've sold him a few of these signs around here too. I know I sold him that Lions sign years ago, and this Buick sign we sold him too at some point. That one was not too long ago. Here's a 57 Chevy convertible right there. And we got a 1902 Oldsmobile, curved dash Olds right there. We've got a visible pump. And here's a 58 Buick, or sorry, I'm saying Buick, BMW Isetta. That's like the Steve Urkel car right there. It's an old telephone booth. From here, we'll jump into the next room right over here. Well, here's a Plymouth Superbird, 1970. It's got a 440 big block in there. Cost new, $4,200 right there. Great looking car, real valuable car. Then we got a Viper V10. This one's a 1994. Look at the DeLorean sign, dealership sign. You don't see many of those. And the Frontier gas station sign over there. That's pretty cool. Here's one of my favorite muscle cars right here, Challenger. This one's a 1970 Dodge Challenger RT with a 383 in it. This is a nice sign up here too, the United Service neon porcelain with a neon. Here's one of the iconic muscle cars right here, 64 GTO. Catching a little sun from back there. There's a nice Mustang here, 68 Shelby Mustang right there. Big money car. It's got the 428 Cobra Jet engine. They have an impressive collection of muscle cars here. Just to recap, this is Pioneer Auto, Murdo, South Dakota. They've been here since 1954. Here's the Judge, GTO Judge right there. Well, we're stepping out the back door here. They have an old west town here, all kinds of buildings and stuff. They're all full of small antiques and stuff too. Motorcycle room there. We'll step into this Quonset building here. We got a 66 half cab Bronco there. That was a really hot property these days. Here's a 78 Little Red Express Dodge. Well, not too many of these survived. Here's a 67 Toyota Stout. Real solid original, looks like original paint on that. A lot of these are just survivors, barn finds and stuff. There's a 61 Willys Jeep pickup. We've got a 57 Dodge here, swept side. This is a rare truck. Notice the quarter panels there, they're styled. Looks like a station wagon quarter panel basically, and it's got a wide rear window. Cool looking truck. Here's a 56 Ford F100. This is like the one we drive a little bit. And a 53 Dodge here. It's got the Pilot House cab, 5-window cab. Here's a rare truck, a Nash Wrecker. It's a 1948. I believe only the Nash dealers had those. It's a 48 Nash Wrecker. All kinds of signage up on the wall. Here's a rare vehicle here, 1921 white motorhome. This is pretty cool. It's got a lot of history on this one. Look at all the tags from all the places it's been. And it's even got some information on it here in this signboard. There it is, it drove ocean to ocean. There's a picture of it at the US Capitol right there. That's got some really cool history to it. All bevel glass around the windows. Cost a lot of money to make it back in the day. Well, here's a Ford. This is a Marmon Harrington. Notice the tag on the back of the hood right there. It's a Marmon Harrington, so it's a four-wheel drive Ford pickup. It's an F3, 1 ton. Here's a rare pickup here, Diamond T. It's a Diamond T truck, but it's a pickup. They didn't make very many of those. Really nice. Pretty valuable today. Here's a Model A. It's got the snowmobile kit on it there. There's another Model A Roadster pickup. This one's a 1929. This is all pickup trucks in this room, or pickups or trucks. Here's a 24 Model T. Got an all wooden cab on that one. Here's a Corvair. This is a rear engine, air-cooled pickup. And here's a 1918 Samson. Kind of a funny flat front on that truck. Well, we're in the next building here. It's a 1970 Chevelle, big block, 396. There's a 68 Camaro here, convertible, SS. I sold Dave this radio here, that Rambler radio, when I was a teenager. I remember having that in my room. I sold that to him a number of years ago. There's a 54 Kaiser Darren. Even got a nice Kaiser sign up behind it there. Notice the doors, how they slide right into the front fender there. Kind of an interesting design. There's a 47 Ford Coupe right here. And usually the Tom Mix Packard is right there, but as we showed you, we were headed out messing with it and trying to get it running for the parade. These are all cameras and stuff along in here. Big Elvis sign. And this is full of vintage computers and televisions and stuff. Look at the old TV there. Well, from here we'll jump into the next room. Well, we're in the next building here. It's a nice Pierce Arrow, 1931. Good looking car. It's a 50s Chevy Cameo pickup. Looks like a 55 or 6. That also has a styled bed, you notice that. And the wide rear window cab. Those are pretty hard to come by, pretty valuable. Here's a 73 Buick here. This one looks like an all original car. Got a 455 in it, Riviera. I'll show you the back end. It's pretty wild on these. Got the boat tail back. And here's a 1938 Cadillac limo with a V16 engine in it. That thing's a real monster right there. And we got a Pontiac on this side. There's a 54 Pontiac, 2-door hardtop. Right there. Little Nash Metropolitan. Couple nice Nash signs on the wall there. There's a 39 Chevy 2-door. There's a Bricklin, 74 Bricklin. I remember too that giant Frapp sign back there. My dad sold those to Dave. He had a couple of them back in the 90s. It was a long time ago now. 29 Durant. We'll go down this road. I was just going to show you the back end of this V16 Cadillac. That's a real monster there. This is a 1980 high mileage HM. Look at the Durant Star Cars sign. That's a nice sign there. I have a similar one to that myself. This is something else we sold Dave years ago, this little Jeep, gas-powered Jeep. This is a King Midget, a little small compact car, and here's another little small car here, Crosley. I noticed a number of signs and stuff that we've sold Dave over the years, because I know I sold him that squirt sign and I sold him that Crosley engine laying there on the floor at some point. There's a Mazda here. This one's an RX-7, 1981. And we got another, this one's a Datsun, this one, 1981 Datsun. Well, we're in the bicycle and motorcycle room here. Going to take a quick tour through here. There's a Harley Davidson Survey car there. Got quite a few different scooters along this side. A 47 Indian Chief in there. Look at the old 1890 high wheeler back there. That'd be fun to ride. There's a Volkswagen turned into a Wells Fargo stagecoach there. There's a little Bantam Roadster. That's a nice little car. We got a few old motorcycles along the back here. There's a 56 Harley and a 26 up there, the red one. Notice the tandem bike. That's an early tandem bike. All kinds of them here. Kind of walk down this side here. Look at the Batman bike, that's wild. Get over this fence here, you can see him here. He's a 45 Indian. Some early bicycles hanging up there. Lots of cool stuff here. But we'll jump into the next room from here. Well, this is mostly Fords in here. I think they're all Fords. This is going to be the Ford room. Here's a 1903 Ford Model A. Look at all the South Dakota license plates on the wall, too. Here's a Model T. A couple Model Ts. This one's a 1914 brass era. Here's a 21 Model T. A little Roadster. They're calling that a 21. That's a 26 or 7 is actually what it is. Now that I get to the side of it, somebody's mislabeled the windshield there. Here's a center door sedan. These are kind of unusual. Notice how the door is right in the middle of the body, not towards the front. That one's a 1920. There's a little Model T coupe here. And we got a Ford Jeep. This is a 1944 Ford Jeep, made by Ford. You don't see those very often. There's a 33 Ford Bonnie and Clyde Special there, 4-door sedan. And we got a 37 Ford Phaeton there. 51 Ford 2-door here. Thunderbird, 1955 Thunderbird. And a 64 Mustang. And here's a 1934 Ford here. 2-door sedan. Nice original. That one's got the trunk on the back. A lot of cool stuff. And we'll step in the next building here. This is a Jordan Playboy right there, 1927 Roadster. We actually drove that at one point back in the 90s when Dave had it out. I drove it with my dad. There's a 25 Rickenbacker. See the Champlin sign on the wall there too. That's one that we sold them. I had 4 or 5 of those. They're new all stock in the crate. They came with that, see that big one in the corner that says Murdo Oil. It's another one we had. Here's a Apperson Jackrabbit right there with a woody custom-made body on it. It's a 1913 Hupmobile. A 29 Roosevelt Victoria. This is a cool car here, Flint. This one's a 1925 Flint touring car. A lot of history there. Durant made those in competition with GM back in the day. There's a Buick, 40 Buick. This is a big series, one, a limited. I think that's the biggest Buick they made at that time. Little Model T go-kart there. This is a nice car here, 33 Essex Terraplane Coupe. Look at the mascot on that. Got the Griffin on there. There's a Ford retractable. We've shown those in a few different videos. They're a hardtop convertible. Folds down into the trunk. Here's a 31 Pierce Arrow convertible coupe. Notice the Archer mascot shooting a bow and arrow there. That's the real top dollar classic there. Here's a 22 Stutz. It's a nice car too, all wire wheels. Notice the top on this one. It's got the California top. This is a Moon, 1921 Moon, but it looks like a Rolls Royce in the front. I think they might have got in trouble for using that grill like that back in the day. Here's a 34 Auburn Phaeton. And a 23 Franklin. That's an air-cooled car right there. Call it a horse collar Franklin, you know, from the shape of that front. And here's a 1933 Willys. You don't see very many of these. That's a nice little car there, sedan. Kind of a nice survivor. This is a 1926 Locomobile sedan. I think that's called a Junior 8. There's a 36 Ford. Kind of a nice survivor, four-door sedan. Good condition. That's what's amazing about this place, is a lot of these were put away in the 50s, 60s, 70s, and just kept in good original condition because they don't get a lot of rust out here in South Dakota. They can let them set a long time and they stay good. Here's a 33 Rockney. Two-door. There's a 1909 Brush. Notice the wooden front axle on that. There's a 37 Rolls Royce. And we got two Cords here, two coffin nose Cords, 1937s. And over here we got a little display that, this is one of Dave's last things that he wanted to do here, was steam, electric, and solar. And of course you got plenty of gas powered cars here, so shows you the diversity even back in the early days. This is an early Beardsley Electric, 1914, and a 25 Stanley Steamer. So they were doing that stuff a long time ago. That's nothing new. Here's a 15 Case. That's a Case automobile made by the Case Tractor Company. 71 Pontiac Ventura here. This one's got political ties. You can see Dave shaking hands with Tom Daschle there on the picture. That's who owned that car. This is a 1917 Grant. And 18 Dodge Touring here, Dodge Brothers. This is a nice one here, 1909 Auburn. Nice brass era Auburn. Here's a 1920 Willys Knight. And we got a 22 Star and a little Overland. Nice little cloverleaf Overland body there. So that's that room. We'll catch up on the next one. Well, they've got all kinds of stuff out under these sheds. You know, you can come here and check it out for yourself. We're not going to go through everything. We're just going through a few of the buildings. There's all kinds of gas pumps here. We'll get into the shade here where the camera will focus on them. Look at the Wayne 60s here. All kinds of cool stuff. They got a WNAX gas station, which was a radio station that made ethanol gas stations back in the day. That's why you got the corn-colored gas station. There's all kinds of neat memorabilia in there. There's all kinds of tractors under these sheds as well. I think they've probably got at least 250 cars here on display and probably at least 100 tractors. And they got hit-and-miss engines and all kinds of stuff. This is kind of a barn find area over here. These are just out in an open shed. Here's a 1950 Fraser. You never know what you're going to see here, and it's always a revolving inventory too. There's They're always changing stuff. Here's a Mustang 2. There's an old Rio, 26 Rio. And a 57 Citroen, another French car. Here's one of the last Hudsons right here. 1957 Hudson. Here's an Eagle Premier. A couple Corvairs. This one's a convertible here. We've got a Pinto. A little Ford Ranchero, Falcon Ranchero. Here's a Crosley, 1950 Crosley pickup. And a little small Subaru. We'll get on the other side of this post. Show you that little Subaru. You can see all kinds of stuff on the walls there too. Here's a little Ford Anglia, 1959. Got an AMC Pacer here. This next one, the crew cab Dodge here, is one that we sold them about 2 years ago, I think. 60s Dodge crew cab there. There's an AMC Javelin, 71. Here's a DeSoto Coupe. This one's a 48. Now we have one of these DeSotos like this if you're interested in buying one. We've got one for sale. I think ours is a 47, but it's the same car basically. Here's an Edsel wagon here with a cool luggage carrier on the top. And another Edsel here. The wagon's a 59, this one's a 58. Another old Edsel here. This one's a sedan. Well, this is the last building we'll cover here in the back. This is what they call Building 22. I think they've got about 39, 40 buildings here, different stuff. You know, some of them, like I say, are antiques and stuff, but it's kind of a mix of stuff in this building. Here's a 54 Corvette. A couple Mustangs here. Well, I guess 4 Mustangs right in a row here. This one's a fastback, 66 fastback right there. This one's a Mach 1, 69. Get on the other side of this post here. 69 Mach 1. 428, big block in there. There's a Mercury Cougar. We've got these posts that keep flipping by here in the video, but you just have to bear with us. Here's a 69 Torino Cobra Jet, 429 engine in that. Pretty rare. Here's a 66 Chevelle here. Then we got some AMCs back here. There's a AMX. We got, this is a rare one here. This is a Rambler Scrambler right there. It's a little small body car with a big 390 V8 and a 4-speed. That'd be a fun one to drive there. It's a 70 Rebel Machine. Got a Thunderbird. Got a 58 Chevy over there in the corner. And here's a Chrysler Airflow 37. Looks like a little Cushman there. And I got a 47 Chevy. Got an Oldsmobile wagon back in the corner there. That Oldsmobile, I had Dave bought that out in Sioux Falls, which is about 200 miles from here, and I lugged that out for him on my old van I had. That was a heavy load pulling that thing across the state. The 66 Rambler Marlin. Here's a Mercury Sun Valley with the glass top on it. And we got a 39 Mercury Coupe. This is a rare one here, 1940 Hollywood Graham. They bought the Cord body stampings there, and after Cord stopped making these, and put a little different nose on it, and that's a Hollywood Graham, made by Graham. Here's a 41 Buick Coupe, and a Nash, 49 Nash 600 there. And we got a Monte Carlo. 73 Monte Carlo. There's an early VW there, 56. We'll jump up a little bit here. We got an AMC Gremlin there. And we got some Studebakers here. Here's an Advanti and a really nice 36 Studebaker coupe. And we got a 51 Starlight coupe there. Some nice signage on the walls there too for Studebakers. Anyway, we'll jump out to the outside here, finish it up. This is the building we went through earlier. This is where the tractors are and stuff over there. So if you guys are interested in all that kind of stuff, you can stop by in Murdo, South Dakota, right off I-90, exit 192. You can check it out. And we are actually, our place is just down the road here. We're only about a mile from Pioneer Auto, so this is our hometown. Anyways, there's a lot more to see here if you come here in person. And if you like these kinds of videos, please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us thumbs up. You can hear the motorcycles roaring by. It's the last days of Sturgis here, so you'll probably hear those in the background. But give us good comments. Tell us what you think of these videos. We'll show you one more thing in this building here. There's a really cool Diamond T truck here. But all these positive things help us. That way we can make more videos. And then you can watch more videos. Gives you more to watch. So please get involved like that. This is a rare truck here. It's a Diamond T cab over, snub nose. Oh, we got a Hudson here. This one's a 49. Convertible. You don't see very many of these. There's some information on it there. Notice the visor too. Kind of wild on a convertible to have a visor. Get around the back end of it. Pretty nice interior here. Look at all the wood graining. Notice the dash is all wood grained. These were not a cheap car. They were about the price of a Cadillac, so just nice cars. Drive very good. Matter of fact, they were very fast cars for their time. And it looks like we got a couple more military Jeeps here. There's another flat hood one there.
If you want to win People's Choice.
Well, better go follow Homer then. I better go check out this red beef stuff.
Show you the one that we sold here and the Wheelie that the guy bought. This was a 54, and this is a 1-ton, a 9-foot bed. So that one's going to go off to Montana, as well as this Wheelie. This came out of the museum. Got a lot of John Deere history there with the Wheelie company. Notice all the, if you can see it in that video, but there's a lot of stone chips that look like bullet holes almost in the glass there. Pretty cool old car. And we'll check out this Olds Tornado over here. These are pretty wild. Front wheel drive. This one's got a old Sioux Falls dealer tag on there. Looks like a South Dakota car all its life. A little rust around the wheel wells there. This is a front wheel drive Tornado. This one's a 1966. And it is for sale. You can see the phone number there. Pioneer Auto has it for sale, so you can catch up with them. Notice the flip-up headlights. And these, the front-wheel drives are so heavy-duty on these. They used them in GMC motorhomes and stuff back in the day. Use that whole front assembly there. Anyway, that one is for sale. So if you're interested, give them a ring. Notice the old Sinclair sign pole out front here. I just thought I'd show you that. Nice porcelain sign. That I found in the weeds over here probably 7 or 8 years ago. And I sold it to Dave here, and he put some cement down and mounted that up out here. And that was an original station here in town. So pretty cool to have. Now we got the General Lee here. Got it out and running. Looks like Daisy Duke is driving it. Get the door shut. Doesn't want to shut so well. Daisy's getting some instructions here last minute. Maybe she'll have to jump through the window, I don't know. Well, here comes Bert. This is the Smokey and the Bandit Special. That's also a movie car right there. Sounding pretty good. They're going to get that one in the parade. Bert's getting out.
Hey, stand up right there.
Well, folks, we're just getting ready for the parade here. We're going to wait out here and watch the cars drive by. We got the tall guy over here, if you can see him right there. That's John Thune, this U.S. Senator. He's from Murdo, South Dakota, so he's come over to watch. Cops are shutting off the street here, and they're going to get the parade underway, so stay tuned. Well, we got the Hudson Terraplane pulling in here. That one's running pretty good. Dave, the owner of Pioneer Auto, driving it. Catch a few more coming in here. We got the little Mercury Comet. This guy's got a race car. Pulling that in. Get on the other side of the road here. There goes one of the Jeeps going by. There's the iconic sound of the General Lee. Here's the 34 Roadster. That's Dan Iverson and his Buick. Got a 37 Ford Coupe here. There's the Mercury. Vivian's driving that one. It's kind of fun to see him running, hear him running, see him running. Look at this one here. Got all the flags on it. Like a teenage kid driving that one. that Commando. That's pretty cool. Another Jeep here. Oh, here comes the Crosley. This one runs too, see it? There we go. Oh, I hear somebody grinding some gears here. Must be an older one coming along. Need to double clutch those older ones. Little Plymouth. Here she goes. Uh-oh, the Chevy died out there. Oh, it's going again. The old paddy wagon here. They were having some trouble with the carburetor, I know, on this one. There it goes. That paddy wagon's headed to... Paddy wagon's headed to Montana. That's where that one sold to. A little Pontiac here. The Gold Dust chapter, Western South Dakota. There's the 57 Chevy there. There's the old 47 Dodge here, my dad's. There's my mom there, and there's one of our boys, Hudson, in the passenger seat.
Hi, Papa.
There's the RT Hemi here. There he goes. That's Chad, a friend of ours. Yeah, we're gonna have a little blooper reel after, but here's one of the bloopers right there. There's the Senator, John Thune, and he's in the broken down Packard. And there's the Hudson to end off the parade. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Give us thumbs up, give us good comments. We saw a lot of old friends here, got to see a lot of cool cars. And it's always fun to see Pioneer Auto. I've been here 100 times, still like to come back every day. Or just about, not every day, but I come back a lot. But anyway, give us good comments too. All these kind of things help. And we'll catch you on the next round. Thank you. Well, we got the old 13 Overland here. We're going for a little ride, but they've had some mechanical issues. I think there's some junk in the gas. It runs, but then it sputters out. It kind of blew out the fuel filter a little bit, but it's having a tough time. There's Kevin waving at us. They're gonna try some more. Try cleaning out the fuel system some more here. Maybe the float's got some junk in it too, I don't know. And we got old Tom Mix's Packard here. It's a dual cowl, I believe a 31. Mark's got this one fired up. Maybe gonna take a little cruise in this one, we'll see here. And get it to stay running. A lot of these have been sitting for decades, so it's taking a little bit to get them going. A sweet car, though. The old straight 8. Yeah, I think we're going to take a little ride in the Tom Mix Packard here. Parker's in the back. Yeah, we got Kevin in the passenger seat. Mark behind the wheel. This is what it looks like in the back of a dual cowl Phaeton here. There we go. Cruising the streets of Murdo. Uh-oh. Clutch is a little iffy. It was stuck when we got in, but well, we got a strikeout number 2 here. I think we're getting low on fuel or what. I don't know if somebody put enough fuel in this for the ride or what. But anyway, that's what we're thinking, is that it's low on fuel. Otherwise, the fuel pump is not working. But we're getting a nice scenic day here.
Get through the parade if you keep trying it out.
We got Dave's not too happy here. His car's broke down. We got a one Packard, and we got the police behind us here too, coming to check out what's going on. It's kind of funny. Life in a small town right there.